Hi, good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to discuss the session about how to log into the Azure portal, right? So, everything that we do, the data factory and all other resources like SQL server, any other cloud resources that are basically we'll be creating within the portal itself, right? So we'll be kind of everything that we'll be doing in the within the portal itself, right? So how to create this portal? So if you go to this Google, right? So after going to this Google, so you can basically search for Azure free trial account. Okay, Azure free trial account. So once you get there, so you will be able to find this link, create Azure free account today. So you can click on start free. So you can basically you have to sign up for this, right? You have to give the basic details. So if this is already exists, so it will give a warning. You could not find this account. If it is not there, it will give a warning like this. So you have to create a new one. Create a new one. Just create a new account and then click on next. And then you have to give the password. Any password. And you have to give your first name and the last name and click on next. So this one you can give anything. It's not compulsory they have to give your date of birth or something. So after this, they will send you the code. So you have to log in into your Gmail and grab that code. And also after that, they will ask you to enter the. It looks like it is signed out. Just let me sign in. Okay, I should have get some code on my mail. So just give me a minute. I am able to log in. I will go and try again. So after I get the code, so I have to enter that code, right? So this is the code that I got. So 912787. So after my email is verified, so it is like ask for, sometimes it will ask for the fuzzle or sometimes it doesn't. So it depends. Okay. Okay, this verification is complete. Now after that, so it will ask you to enter your credit card details. Okay, so after I choose the password, So it will ask you to enter the credit card details and all. So the Microsoft will not charge you anything. So they will deduct 2 rupees from your credit card, and they will refund you also. Okay. So after I create this, so it will ask you to enter the phone number first. Okay. We will use the phone number. So once I use the phone number, I want to verify, they want to verify your phone number also, right? They will text you on your phone number, right? So once you enter the verification code, so it will verify the mail, and the mail verification is already there. So now it will verify the mobile verification. So you can verify this code. So once you verify, so you should be able to enter your city and all. You can keep any city and code or something. So click on next. So once the mail verification and the phone verification is done, it will go to the next step. Okay, now the final step is it will verify your card details. Okay, so you have to enter the card number and all the details, expiry date and everything. And once you click on that, so once you enter that, you can click on sign up. So this is the final step of the sign up. So they will deduct. So mostly they will accept only credit card. I don't suggest to use the debit cards, um, because if you are trying to use the debit card, some people are facing the issues unnecessarily. The excess amount is getting deducted and they are facing so many issues. So I don't suggest to use debit card. So you can use the credit card, right? So and so after you enter, you can click on sign up. So this is the process of this is the final step. After that, you will be able to, since you already used your mail ID as a username and the password you have provided, right? So then you can log into the portal with your mail ID and the password that you have created, and you will be credited free like 13,300 credit to use, for 30 days. Right. So you have to use this cascadely for 30 days. And after 30 days, once your trial account is expired, so you have to basically create the new one again with the new credit card and all. Okay. So irrespective of how many times you can create this. Okay. This is the process of creating the trial account. Okay. So once you assume like you have created the trial account. Now you want to log in. You want to log in. So how do you log in? So you have to use the portal.azure.com. You have to type in portal.azure.com. So once you type in, so it will prompt you to choose the username and the password that you have created. So in my case, I'll be choosing this because I already created this account. And in your case, you will be choosing your mail ID as well as the password, as well as the password. So this is how this portal look like. So you will be able to see all these options once you log into the Azure portal. So nothing will be that we will create in the local except management studio. So that I will tell you. So it will show up like this. It will prompt you. So how much is the credit is remaining, right? How much is the credit is remaining, right? Now, next thing is, so after you enter into this Azure portal, so you can see one option called as resource groups, resource group. So you can see, in my case, there are a lot of resource groups. There are a lot of resource groups are there, right? So we can basically use them. So what is resource group actually? What is resource group? Now, okay, I want to play with some of the resources. The resources in the sense, so now I want to work with the Databricks. So if you see, you can see Databricks service, and I want to work with the data factory, and I want to work with the SQL server, and maybe the storage account like blob storage or data lake, or any other extra resources that we will be using when we move on. So like this, right? So all these resources that we are going to work with will be created under this resource group. So that's why all this is it's a group of resources that we will be creating under this resource group. To start with, any Azure project, right? So any Azure resource that require a resource group. Now, what we are going to do, so we can click on new resource group, and I'm going to create a resource group, right? So this is a resource group that I'm going to create. So if it is not available, it will not show you the red mark. If it is available, it will show you the green mark. So you should try until this green mark is coming. And the region. So why the region is important? What is the importance of the region over here? So by selecting this region, you are saying this Azure, you are telling to Azure that all the resources that that should be created in the server that is located in this location. East US, East US to Central US. So, if you want to create your server in UK, you can create, right? And if you choose the location, depends on that, it will try to go and create the servers under this location. So that is the importance of this locations. By selecting the means, it will go and create the all the resources and including the resource group under this location. So that's why selecting the location is also kind of sometimes it is crucial for the different clients located in different locations. So now in our case, by default, I will be selecting East US. Of course, you can select in Asia also. We have the servers located in Japan, East Asia, Korea, something like that. So you can choose that. So right now, just click on review and create. Just click on create. So this is the first step of our, the resource group creation. So after the resource group is created, then you will be able to go into this. This is our resource group that we are going to create. Open October 2023 ADF1, and under this resource group, so what we have? So we have nothing. So now, if you look at it, so if you go to these properties, so you will come to know in which location it is got created, and so we will have the different subscriptions also. Subscription means it depends on the organization. For each organization, for each client, they will create different subscription. This is a kind of a GUID. So you can also see under which subscription you have created this resource group also, that we can see, right? And this is a subscription name. This is the ID, right? So these are all the properties that we can see. And now under this resource group, so we will be creating different resources, right? So everything in the Azure, we call it as a resource. Now I want to create the data factory. So what we can do, go to the resource group, that we have created under this resource group, we can click on create. So create, and then you can basically type in data factory. So once you type in data factory, so this will come up. Just choose that and click on create. Right. So while creating, so it will be asked you to choose the name. So this is the name that we are going to create. Right. So, and the version currently, earlier it was V1 before V2 version. So right now we have the only version that is called as V2 version. So, and then we can basically go here, Git configuration. So Git configuration is something, it is a kind of a tool, the Git within the Azure DevOps. So where we will save our code into this Git repository. So in the trial account, it is not possible to configure the Git repository because you should be linked with the organization account. Then only you will be able to create this Git. So it is kind of a version control. Version control means you will be saving the code permanently into the Git repository. If anybody come and deleted this data factory in some cases, right? Like by mistake they have deleted, or by intentionally they have deleted, you will be end up losing all the pipeline that you have created under this resource. So if you store this the code somewhere in the Git, you will be able to restore that back, and you will be able to get that code back and work with that pipeline that we already created. So that is the importance of this setting of this version control, right? So the right now we don't need, so we'll just go here and click on review and create. So now the data factory will be created. Now I will go here. I will go and refresh. So now you will find this data factory is created. So if you get into this, if you click on this data factory, so you can just launch this data factory studio. So now the data factory is created, and then we'll be able to work with this tool. So here, are you installing any external software? No, right? So we just created this resource, and within minutes, we got this tool is ready. So that is the beauty of this Azure, right? You need not to install anything. Just you have to create the resources. The installation and all will be done internally within a seconds by Azure itself, and you will be having the tool ready to work with, right? We can work on this Azure Data Factory now, right? So that is the beauty of this. Like within the portal itself, you will be able to do so many things. You need not to install any external softwares. Now, okay, like this, I want to create the storage account. So if you just type in the storage account, it will pop up here. Just select this and then click on create, and you can give any name. And you can choose the location. By default, it will be creating under the location that that resource group exists. If you want, you can change your this region also, but we'll keep it like this, and we'll keep it, and we will be kind of reviewing and creating this, right? So just click on create. So like this, you can create any number of resources with a single clicks. So we will wait until the storage account is created. Go to resource and then within this, so we have the containers, file shares, queues, and the tables option. Right? So before that, okay, before going into this, so in the storage account, so under which resource group the storage account is created? In the under the resource group that we have created, it is created. Now, so if you go to this option called as storage browser, within the storage browser, you will see different options. Blob containers, file shares, tables, and the queues. Tables and the queues. These are all four different types of storage modes, storage types, not modes, storage types that are created. So which one we will be using mostly? So we will be using the containers. We'll be using the containers. So I will tell you about this on high level, but we will not be using these three at all. So to store the files and all, so these containers will be using blob containers. Just go to these blob containers. So within these blob containers, so it is asking you to add the container. So just click on add container. So you can give any name. It's up to you, and just try to choose the just click on create. Now if you go to this container, under this container, you will have option to create a directory. Create a directory means create the folder or upload the files directly into the container. So just click on upload and click on browse. So you will be able to upload any file, maybe anything. So you can just select any Excel file or text file, any kind of file that you can select and then click on upload. So now the file from our local will be uploaded into the Azure storage account now. Right. Now, okay, you do not wish to upload the folder file directly. I want to create the folder. So you can click, give the name. And within this folder, I want something to be loaded. So you can also do that. Right. So just click on upload. So within the folder, you can basically under this container, you have created the folder, or you can directly upload the files to this directly container. Right. In case you do not wish to keep this file in future. So just click on this and you can click on delete. Click on delete if you do not wish to keep that. So that so mostly we'll be using this container itself. We'll be using the container, and within that container, so we will be creating the folders and we'll be uploading the files for our practice purpose. So and also in the projects also in a ADF projects, so we'll be mostly using these containers only. We don't care about this file shares, queues, and tables anymore. Okay. So because the files will be uploaded within the container itself. Right. Now we'll go back here. So we'll be going out of the storage browser. So just Go to the storage account, go to the containers, and within we have created the container, and also from this also, from here also you can upload the files. From here also you can click on upload and you can upload. And you want to basically create the delete this file from this folder. Just click on create, delete. So once you delete this, just refresh this, go to the container, and you don't find that folder. So what happened? We have not deleted the folder, but we have deleted the file under that folder. The folder itself, it is disappeared. The reason behind that is, if you create a folder within the container, at least it should have a single file, at least one file it should have. Otherwise, you're not able to keep the empty folders within the storage account. That's why by default, when you created a file from the folder is also kind of deleted automatically. So that is the catch here. So when you are practicing, so when you create the container, so when you are creating a folder, so you should be uploading at least one file. Otherwise, the folder will not be created. So that is the catch. Now, so this we come to know that we'll be creating the storage account also, right? So this is the kind of a way that we can create any number of resources that we need as part of the Azure Data Factory learning, right? So this is the kind of overall about the introduction of portal creation and the resource group creation, as well as the different resources that we are going to create. Okay. So any doubts from the today's session?